Will Maguire, Scott McTominay, Fred and Donny Van de Beek leave Man United as Erik wants to make the biggest rebuild the clubs have ever seen with a huge clear out. So welcome to Football Eagles here about Man United. If you are new to the channel, please do the subscribe, like the video, leave a comment below and watch the video. To do this, let's get down to it, guys. So yesterday we got to hear we go from Fabrizio Romano about the signing of Rasmus Højlund. The deal was worth 70 million euros and Man United got their main number 9 for this season. Erik I'm not sure how ruthless he is. He's going slow and steady in the summer transfer window as we are gathering funds from Rabat. I want to get this deal done and dusted as well. So the first player that's gonna leave is Maguire. David Oshie confirmed that Man United reject 20 million offer from West Ham to sign Maguire permanently. David Moyes wants him. He wants the awesome 30 years old centre back. So Maguire is not willing to leave Manchester United. He's still reluctant to leave. He wants to stay and play under Erik, but Man United feel this is the right time for him to leave. They have rejected a 20 million offer from West Ham, and I feel Maguire should have been worth around £50 million because Man United bought him for £80 million. David Moyes wants him as soon as possible, and he was also linked to join Chelsea, but I don't think that is going to happen. Erik wants Maguire out of the club. He don't favour the awesome centre back again, and he feels Maguire need to leave Manchester United. You can see the decision to strip him of his captaincy. You can see the decision to put Luke Shaw as centre back when Maguire was available. That actually shows that Erik don't want Maguire in his squad anymore again, and Maguire is now set to leave Manchester United after spending 3 years and a half at the club. And I think he doesn't have he isn't having a great time at Manchester, and he's one of the most criticized players in the world. But I do feel he has the qualities, but not to play under Manchester United. He's not the type of player Man United needs in their squad to move forward. You can see in the preseason tour in our last game against Dortmund, he made some errors as Maguire needs to leave Man United, but his price tag is now 50 million euros, and that's unlikely for a club to pay. Man United will definitely find it difficult to sell the centre back this summer, and Maguire is still reluctant to leave. He wants to see take his starting place and take his place at Manchester United. But I do feel he will still stay for another season. Because West Ham wants him, other clubs still wants him, other clubs are interested, but he's not receiving offers from Saudi Arabia clubs. But West Ham United are the only club that are more serious to get this deal done and dusted. They'll still have the negotiation ongoing. They'll still return for the negotiation and discussion, and they'll still manage to discuss on the structure of the fee and get the deal done and dusted. And Maguire said he wants to move to a bigger club than West Ham. He wants to see play in a bigger club, and he feels West Ham is too small for him. He wants to play in a bigger club, but I don't think that is possible. And Maguire will play in a small club. So West Ham United are keen on him, and Maguire didn't say yes to West Ham as well, but they are going to offer him a huge wages as well. So the other player is Fred. So Galatasaray are still negotiating with Man United for Fred, trying to find a solution. The next days, Fred will be receiving offers from Lazio, according to Fabrizio Romano, and other Saudi Arabia clubs want to hijack the deal as well. Galatasaray submitted a 8 million bid for Fred, but it was rejected. Man United immediately rejected the bid from Fred, so Man United rejected it. Fred is also reluctant to leave Manchester United. I don't understand why most players don't want to leave Man United, because they are receiving huge amount of wages. So Fred is receiving above £150,000 per week wages. He's among the top 10 earners in the club, receiving good and quality wages. As I said for Man United for a couple of years right now, this is the rightful time, and this is the main time for Fred to leave Manchester United. So do you want Fred to leave Man United, or should Man United give him a second chance? Different clubs want to hijack the deal. Different clubs in La Liga, in the Bundesliga, in the Saudi Arabia Pro League as well, and even in the Premier League, they want Fred. So Fred has been a great Brazilian player for Manchester United over the years, but because of his own consistency, he's not consistent. He's not a player that is consistent. Will play a good game for this game, then the next game will be a flop. So Fred isn't a consistent player, and Man United needs a player, and a world-class player. And Fred, even when Fred plays his best, he's an average player. So Fred has won multiple man of the match, but I do think Fred is an average player and need to go to an average team. So Fred has been an awesome midfielder for Manchester United over the years. He also dropped a couple of goals last season. I do feel Fred to start Man United should have happened, but Fabrizio Romano confirmed that Fred will leave to create more space. From Rabat, Donny Van de Beek and Fred is going gonna leave. Once Scott McTominay to leave, I don't think it's happening. But Donny Van de Beek and Fred gonna leave to create space for Amrabat. So Man United want £20 million for Fred. £20 million, definitely a great price. Lazio are also interested in. Fabio Mano confirmed that Lazio president rejected Fred. That the coach wanted Fred, but the president rejected Fred. So Fred to leave Man United is gonna happen. The players you don't want to leave. Man United still wants around £20 million for the awesome Brazilian player. So do you want Fred to leave Man United? Let me know in the comment section, guys. So now let's get into Scott McTominay. West Ham have had initial talks to Man United over the signing of both Maguire and Scott McTominay. That however remain a gap in valuation according to multiple reports. So Scott McTominay is also receiving interest from West Ham as well, just like Maguire. Man United will not force Scott McTominay out. However, a big offer of £40 million or above will lead them to consider a sell. So Scott McTominay is still around 27 years old. He have great times for Manchester United since he was lead user academy graduate. Scott McTominay is willing to wait until the near of the end of the transfer window to see what Man United squad is like before making a decision on his future at Old Trafford. Scott McTominay waits until the end of the summer transfer window to see how competitive and how difficult for him to get into the starting level before he decides to leave Manchester United. So his future depends on who Man United are going to bring in, and they are definitely going to bring Amrabat in because they haven't talked with Amrabat and haven't talked with Fortuna to make the deal done and dusted. So Scott McTominay's future is unclear, and the future depends on who Man United are going to bring in and how the squad is going to look like. So they still want around £40 million for Scott McTominay. So is Scott McTominay valuation too much for him? He's about 27 years old, and do you think his valuation is too much for him? He isn't a young player anymore. Do you think his valuation is too much? I wouldn't want £40 million for Scott McTominay. It's unlikely for a club to pay, but Man United will definitely find it difficult to sell him, and they believe clubs like Saudi Arabia club are ready to submit the £40 million bid for Fred. So do you want for Scott McTominay? So do you want Scott McTominay to leave Manchester United? Let me know in the comment section, guys. Man United will not force him out. They'll still wait at the end of the summer transfer window to see if any club will submit a £40 million bid. West Ham United wants Maguire and Scott McTominay to be in that squad next season. I do feel this is a great one, and I feel this will be a great transfer if Man United let both of them leave for a price of around £80 million, because both of them are their price tag at £40 million. Scott McTominay to leave Man United, is it a yes or no? Let me know in the comment section. Right? He needs a bigger club. He needs a great club. He needs a great club to see regular play time. Having great regular play time, Man United, and he's a footballer. As a footballer, you need regular football playing time. So Scott McTominay to leave Man United, is it a yes or no? Let me know in the comment section, guys. His future is unclear, but Man United feel this is the right time for them to leave Scott McTominay, for them to let him go, and we wish him all the good luck. And we feel Maguire and Scott McTominay will move to West Ham United. West Ham United wants both of them. So now let's get into our number 4 on the list, Donny Van de Beek. So Real Sociedad are actively working to sign Donny Van de Beek from Manchester United. Negotiation ongoing, but there's still no agreement, and they are ready to bid for the awesome midfielder. So Donny Van de Beek to leave Man United is gonna happen. Fabio Mano confirmed that it's gonna happen. He scored an awesome goal in the preseason tour, and I feel they have been waiting for the goal for months right now. But I do feel because of injuries, he came from Ajax to Man United, and his injury just ruined his career at Manchester United. He isn't having a great time at Man United right now. He has played top and quality football, and I can't feel this is the right time to offload Donny Van de Beek, doing a great clear out at the club right now, and Real Sociedad will bid for Donny Van de Beek after contract proposal. The La Liga side want Donny as one of its priorities target. Talks ongoing with Man United over the D formula. Sophie Amrabat remains Man United target, with talks expected soon, waiting for Donny Van de Beek and Fred to leave the club. That are gonna make Amrabat be the player and be the first signing in this summer transfer window. So Donny Van de Beek to leave Man United. Is it yes or no? Let me know in the comment section, guys. He haven't have a great time at Man United due to his injuries, and he wants to go to a club that will pay him the same wages. He need a bigger wages. He need at least the same wages from other clubs. And Real Sociedad are ready to pay wages and are ready to agree personal terms as well. The player is keen on Real Sociedad move, and I feel Donny Van de Beek is gonna leave Manchester United. So these are my top 4 players that are gonna leave Man United. We have Maguire, Fred, Mctominay, and Donny Van de Beek. Man United are set to make a big rebuild at the club right now, and Mctominay is gonna leave according to multiple reports. Maguire is gonna leave according to multiple reports. Fred is gonna leave, and Donny Van de Beek is gonna leave according to multiple reports. So all the officials are unclear at the club right now, and Man United needs to gather force to land Sofian Amrabat and maybe land another centre back at the club as well. So Sofian Amrabat is keen on the move. Man United are in the negotiation stage and the negotiation period, but they have also submitted a bid for Sofian Amrabat as well. According to Alfredo Pedulia, for Fadibel Ronaldo didn't confirm they have submitted a bid. So Sofian Amrabat to join Manchester United. Is it yes or no? Let me know in the comment section, guys. Man United needs an awesome midfielder to replace Fred and Donny Van de Beek. We have gotten Messi Mat as our first signing of the summer, and also Andrew Onana as our second signing of the summer, and now we have gotten another third signing. Rasmus Haaland are named number 9 for the season. I want to get our fourth signing, Sofian Amrabat. Every time has shown how ruthless he is. He's doing a great job. He's slow and steady in the summer transfer window. Now I've gotten ourselves a great manager. I've gotten ourselves a great coach that's gonna bring back the glory days at Manchester United. So he wants to make one of the biggest rebuild ever seen, and he used players. So Fred, Maguire, Mctominay, and Donny Van de Beek will leave Man United as official is unclear right now. So bye for let's do bye, guys. Please do the subscribe to Football Gossip. Not to see more updates about Manchester United. Smash that subscribe button. Bye, guys.